Coffee Talk. I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace. And welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. And I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA. And this is our Cultural Variety Podcast Show. How y'all doing today, my good, beautiful people? You don't mind if I take a sip of water? I actually was just having a turkey burger, and you know how that is. Sometimes a turkey can be dry, so I want to make sure my mouth is clean. You know what I mean? But greetings. Welcome to our show. How y'all doing today? Today is July 23rd, and what's going on around the way with y'all? Let me know you're here. Go ahead and hit the like button or leave a comment, but let me know you're here. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Saturday weekend. We usually call this grown folks night, and we do a lot of humor, or we have guests, and we just shit talk and shoot the breeze, on the weekends. And tonight we're just gonna do entertainment news. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about a few things. If you want to join us, you definitely can appear on the show and give us your thoughts on some of the entertainment news we will be discussing. But other than that, man, I just want to say thank you for tuning into the show, Coffee Talk. Excuse me, y'all. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, if this is your first time tuning into our show here at Coffee Talk Podcast, we are a cultural variety podcast show. We like to appear 3 days a week. We like to go ahead and appear on Mondays, and Mondays is what we call Cultural Studies Night. And because our cultural studies is so broad, we give you a little bit here, a little bit there. We take you out in the deep waters. We give you what you need on Mondays. On Wednesdays, we have our sports show. That's right, our sports show. But we're not the typical sports show where we care about who won the game. No, we like to go ahead and give you the other intricacies of our athletes and the dealings that they go through in the world of sports. So that's what we do on Wednesdays. And then Friday, Saturdays are our alternate days. We like to just let our hair down, man. It's the end of the week. People are celebrating birthdays out there. My birthday actually was yesterday. And thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, my birthday was yesterday, man. And I turned my age is what my age is. And at this point, man, it was just really about having a good dinner and being around family, man. It's not really I got to be everywhere and be seen, man. I'm not really that dude, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit for the younger people, man. I used to be that dude that would like to be out and about, but I don't like to move around too much, man. The world is a little different. That doesn't keep me in fear. No, I'm not saying that, and I wouldn't say that for others. But you just gotta find other things to keep you happy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yesterday was my birthday, and thank you again. Um, I'm looking forward to my next year, man. You know what I'm saying? But how's y'all doing? How is your day today, Saturday? I know there's some boat parties going on in my city tonight. Big shout out to DJ D Mill and my son Jay Myth. They actually gonna be DJing tonight, and some of their partners is gonna be DJing tonight downtown St. Paul off of Harriet Island. Um, Brother D Mills boat parties. He has great parties, by the way, man. So if you ain't got your ticket, make sure you grab a ticket. I like to give free pub to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But listen, this is the show tonight. This is Coffee Talk Podcast, again, the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. And again, if this is your first time tuning into the show, man, we never start the show without giving it its flavor. So we're gonna give you that straight up flavor, that straight up blend that we're gonna talk about today, and then we're gonna go ahead and give you the wise words, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the story. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so tonight, and hold on, let me just slow down for a minute because there's something I want to add to this piece. So just bear with me and hit the like button and tell me how you're doing, and I'll be right with us. Just give me a second. I want to say this, man. It's a beautiful day out right now, man. It's been a beautiful summer. You know, we got hit with some humidity. What was that, yesterday for my birthday? Yeah, we did get hit with some humidity, but that was all good. We do need that energy and them sun rays. So that was all good. But other than that, man, it's been a real nice summer, man. I can't complain at all. We got, 85 to 90-degree weather, but we got the nice wind. It's chill. It's real cool, man. I mean, and that's why in our city, the successful events have been the rooftop parties. Have you seen the rooftop parties? Man, there was a rooftop party the other night, man. It was the ages of what was it, 30 and up to get in. It looks beautiful. It really did look beautiful. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I didn't even attend it. You know how we are nowadays. I went ahead and watched it on a brother's live. You know what I'm talking about? No doubt, no doubt. So yeah, so anyway, man, I just wanted to put that picture up on the screen. Y'all see that picture? Let me know if you seen that picture. Hit the like button. Let me know what's up. But this is today's flavor. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Today's flavor is the blended peach, banana, and strawberry smoothie. That's right. The blended peach, banana, and strawberry smoothie. Why? Because it's that type of day right now. Some of you ladies may have just got home from working out or taking the kids to their sporting events or their STEM camps or whatever, and you want to just unwind. That's why right there, you see it right there in that picture, right there, we got today's flavor. Again, the blended peach, banana, and strawberry smoothie. If you just got done exercising, go ahead and kick off those Crocs or whatever little flippers you got on. Sit down on that ottoman, kick your feet up, listen to Coffee Talk Podcast, and enjoy one of these blended smoothies. Why? Because it helps with the healthy diet, and it creates a nice instant mood boost. You know what I'm saying? You want to relax, let the stress wear off you, and at the same time, you want to smile and be happy. So that's what that's all about. Fellas, I didn't leave you out either. Grab you one of these blended peach, banana, and strawberry smoothies, man. Again, an instant mood boost, and you're gonna be feeling good, man. You're gonna be feeling like the player you are. You know what I'm saying? But again, thank y'all for tuning in to Coffee Talk. So that's today's flavor. All right, let's go ahead and move right along to the wise words. Today's wise words actually come from a brother that I deeply respect, because I'm a hip hop head, you know. So, and I say I love this brother, man, because he's a good brother. Regardless of whoever's trying to paint whatever narrative, this brother's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? I watched his whole career from the time I was about 7 years old, 8 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? So today's wise words is by the great Russell Simmons. That's right, the great Russell Simmons, founder of Def Jam South, Def Soul, and Def Jam Recordings. His wise words. Wait, one moment before I jump into his wise words. I want to also say this: Russell Simmons was born October 4th, 1957. Man, so first of all, we want to salute Russell. Tip our hat off to the general, no doubt. Now let's go ahead and let's quote his quotes, which we call the wise words. These are his three quotes. All right, here's Russell's three quotes. A person's strength is to know their weakness. A person's strength is to know their weakness. Russell Simmons. Next one. Only do shit you believe in. I'm gonna say it again. Only do shit you believe in. Russell Simmons. And the last quote from the famous Russell Simmons, aka Mr. Hip Hop, the originators. Russell says, when you do good by the world will do good by you. Are y'all listening? When you do good by the world will do good by you. That's Russell Simmons right there. And the last quote I want to go ahead and say of his, because this is what we do at Coffee Talk Podcast. You know, we give honor to our people, our athletes, our scholars, our doctors, our entertainers, our ancestors, our people. You know. But this last quote by Russell says, "I've been blessed to find people who are smarter than I am, and they help me to execute the vision I have." And the reason why I want to save that for last, as the last wise words quote for today, is because you get so far along if we don't get intimidated by intelligence and those that are intelligent in certain areas. To execute plans, we must work as a team. I just want to say that. All right. So that's why, man. But that's the wise words of Russell Simmons. Again, the founder, the originator of hip hop. You ask me. Now I know we could talk about the DJ's point of view, but man, Russ is the one that got all the movies on there, man. Russ started them hip hop movies that we all love from the back in the late 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Russell Simmons, man, we salute you, King. All right, so let's go ahead and continue to move along with the show. And here's my thing. Don't jump on my twins. I mean, I know I got this B hat. I got to defend both of my baseball teams. Pardon me. My Minnesota Twins. First, big shout out to the Minnesota Twins, my hometown, American League Central leading baseball team right now. We're 50-44. We're one game up on Cleveland, you know, but we just freshly coming out the All-Star break. But yo, watch the Minnesota Twins, man. We coming this year, you know what I'm saying? And the B hat, don't trip, because you know I always keep two. You know I always keep two. So my other team is Boston Beantown, baby. You know what it is. But hey, you're scaring me. You're scaring me, Beantown. You guys got thrashed the other night, 28-5 by the Blue Jays. And baseball, ugh. Yeah, we ain't feeling that. 28-5. Yeah, Beantown, y'all got to get it together, man. Y'all got to get it together. Y'all can't keep just letting people just come up in there and be hitting off the green wall. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it together, Beantown. And my Minnesota Twins, let's keep moving. All right. All right. So welcome to the show, Coffee Talk. Again, I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M. SABA. And this is our cultural variety podcast show. This is the weekend edition. This is where you really get me. You know what I'm saying? The other night, Mondays, we're more into our teaching elements. You know, Wednesday night, we're giving you sports. But then these weekends like today, you getting me. You know what I'm saying? Uncut, unscripted. Just my thoughts on how I feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. This is what we do on the weekends. Again, welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. So now we're going to go ahead and talk. Let's just go ahead and talk. Let's just go ahead and talk about your boy, Steve Harvey. And you know I wanted to put his picture up. Y'all know I wanted to put his picture up. Mr. Steve Harvey. Yeah, Laura Harvey's stepdaddy. Mr. Harvey. I got a problem with you. I'm not surprised with the alleged allegations that I'm hearing. Again, alleged allegations that I'm hearing. But I got a bone to pick with you. Ain't you the dude that wrote the book, uh, Think Like a Man? You wrote it for the women to think like a man. Ain't you the dude that has 2 shows, by the way, 2 great shows. I'll give you that respect. Family Feud, I love you on the show. But ain't you the dude that has this talk show and you always want to sound like the relationship politician? That's what I call that shit. The relationship politician. What is that? The relationship politician is that motherfucker that will pop up on social media and put shit up on your posts, or they'll do it in real time. And they'll say all of the most elegant, perfect, dreamy ass fucking words to try to lure women, like to make him look like he's motherfucking Telly Savalas or somebody. He's the Dylan from 902.0 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, but what I mean by that is I just get tired of our men being overran. It's tough enough as the narratives are controlled to go against men, solid men, alpha men. But Mr. Steve Harvey, you the dude that always wants to tell everybody about their relationships. Oh, you need to leave that man. Or I can't impersonate Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, but he was always that dude. Well, allegedly, coming out of today's status is what the social site is that's reporting this. Reports that there's a woman by the name of Sinead Claremont, an Instagram model, comes out and says that Steve Harvey is her man. Yeah. What about the wife Marjorie with her pretty ass? Ooh-wee. Steve Harvey, you did a wonderful job there. But yeah, reports are that Sinead Claremont, an Instagram model, is coming out saying that Steve Harvey is her sugar daddy. Now, this is Hollywood, so I'm not even tripping on how she get her paper. I'm from the block, so I don't never want to count nobody's money. So I ain't gonna call her no names or whatever, no whatever. But this is about Mr. Steve Harvey. You mother, you. See, it's always those type of dudes, man, that they appear and they just talk so nice about the women, man. And you be looking at that shit like, nigga, you trying to impress these women. You trying to say all the magical words and shit, sounding like a simp. Is that the word y'all kids use today? The word simp? It definitely fits the description. But you got so many simps nowadays with microphones. And I'm not talking about a radio microphone, podcast microphone. I'm just talking about that always has something to say. Trying to look sweet and shit. Be the sneakiest motherfuckers. It's like the one kid back in the day, man. He used to be real popular in the YouTube videos, man. I don't even remember his name, man. He's a big buff dude, man. Looked like he had a mouse at home for a wife. She looked like she was in so much fear of the kid. And then the kid got caught. I don't know what his name is. If y'all know his name, leave his name in the comment section. But yeah, it's always dudes like that want to come in and be like, let's just use something simplistic, right? Let's say the woman goes, "Hey, honey, do you like what I got on today?" And his punk ass would be like, scared and shit. They'd be like, "Nah, that don't even look good on you." His punk ass would be like, "Yeah, honey, because uh, you look like flowers and rain and smell good and breezy." I'm just using that as an example. But the simping shit, Mr. Steve Harvey, you busted. Now let's go further. Mr. Steve Harvey, I'm not mad that you got a side piece, if that's what y'all call side pieces. I don't do side piece. I don't know what a side piece is. I don't know what that's new terminology for me. You know, if I'm gonna give another woman attention, that would be I would create a second wife. I don't do side chicks. I don't know what the fuck that is. But Mr. Steve Harvey, I ain't mad at you. But I don't like the fact that your punk ass would down other men. Make you seem so fucking perfect, but down other men. And this is the bullshit that women don't like. Suckers like you that always be liars. It's okay to be a man. It's okay to like multiple women if you have the knowledge of it. But what you can't do is be talking shit about other men that may entertain that, may not entertain that. Like your shit don't stink, only to get busted. Now, mind you, again, this is alleged, coming out of the social media page called Today's Status, and it talks about the lady named Sinead Claremont. Go ahead and look that up. Sinead Claremont, she's an Instagram model. She also was coming around when Kanye was going through his little situation with Kim. She was going on dates with Kanye. You know, I can't fault her. She like big money. Some of these goofballs got a lot of money to spend and they ain't tripping. I ain't knocking the hustle. But you men got to be more careful what you're dealing with. Because see, now you got people running their mouths. And running your mouths can mess up your brand. You know. So that's all I want to say about Mr. Steve Harvey. All right, next. We're going to go ahead and talk about Charleston White. That's right. Charleston White is in the news. He was out at Rolling Loud. I want to say Rolling Loud's in Miami, right? He was out at Rolling Loud. He ran into SOULJA Boy. SOULJA Boy tell him, ooh, ooh. Hey, that's how I know him. I know him as SOULJA Boy tell him. That's how I know him. I'm gonna stop playing with me. That's how I know him. SOULJA Boy tell him, ooh, ooh. I sound like an alley cat when I do that stupid shit. Yeah, this is the weekend, man. Welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. But yeah, we're talking about Charleston White. And you know, so he runs into SOULJA Boy and his boys. I'm with my boys, you know. And SOULJA Boy admits that he wanted to go and talk to the man. You know, I don't know how older Charleston White is on these brothers, but you know, you better be careful running up on these old men. Well, as they was approaching Charleston White, reports allegedly are that Charleston White went ahead and maced the shit out of SOULJA Boy's ass. They said SOULJA Boy was running around talking about my eye, my eye. My eye, he shot me in my eye. Hey, listen, if you want to know more about that story, man, go on to YouTube, man. Pull up Charleston White. He'll tell you himself. You know what I'm saying? He's laughing like a motherfucker about the shit. He said that there was a bunch of the mace all on the boy's face, sliding down his face like makeup. And then his boys, right? His boys didn't do nothing to Charleston, and Charleston got out of there. No, that's the story, you know. I wasn't there. I really don't even like to report this type of news, man. You know, if you're new to the show at Coffee Talk Podcast, you know, we more care about our culture and stuff than we do just the entertainment news. But again, this is this weekend, man. So we're giving it to you how we're giving it to you, man. And we appreciate that you're here. But yeah, so what is your thoughts, man? Go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are on your boy Charleston. You know, a few friends of mine, we was all on a post talking about Charleston White. Man, I'm really tired of the brother. I'm tired of the brother because he has a snake's tongue. And I be listening to him very, very carefully. A lot of times he talks about, he really goes hard on the gangbangers, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times he be right. I used to have a love-hate relationship for the brother. But one of the things I notice about him and his big influence is the fact that he does have this snake's tongue. A lot of you young people might not know what a snake's tongue is, but a snake's tongue is a person that will tell you one thing and then 3 seconds later tell you it in a whole different way. Don't take accountability on it, and he's known as what they call an instigator. And when I watch this young man, Charleston White, man, he always wants to throw this shit up to a bunch of people that don't motherfucking want to check his credentials. He gets to talk about, but I do this for the community, and I do this for the community. I do this for a community. The way you are enticing your brothers, whether they're in a gang or not, brother, how are you helping them? Oh, I'm helping them because I'm exposing these rappers. These rappers got our people out here. Well, what about the people that ain't the rappers? Where are these kids that you so-called help? Where's the documentation that shows you speak at colleges and all that type of shit? So you talking to other country folk, and I really don't want to say it like that because I love all my people. I love all mine, but I know that's how they used to say it back in the day, that you talking to a person that ain't gonna question you. And I noticed that when you be appearing on some of them shows down there, they just be like, that's Charleston White. That's Charleston White. Yeah, that's Charleston White. He crazy. But yeah, Charleston White. And they totally get lost in the bullshit of how you don't even like black people, you say, but you like the children. But yet you running your mouth more about the people you so-called don't like. I don't see shit of what you doing with the children. I call you bluff. That boy M Dot call you bluff, brother. You done disrespected some great people. You run your mouth too much. You try to use the facade of, yeah, we need to get that term of not snitching out of our vocabulary. You're absolutely right in some of those regards. But in the other parts of the regards is you don't go entice brothers and then turn around and call on them and laugh at them and do all that type of shit. What good work is that? What good work are you doing, bruh? You a car thief. Yeah, that's what we used to call it back in the 70s, man. You a car thief. You got a snake's tongue. Trying to get your belly fat by saying different shit for shock value. And these motherfuckers just eat it up. You guys are paid to be there, almost as if you were an informant, but you're an informant of ignorance. You use these ignorance to distract these people because these people don't question nothing. They easy now. All they care about is party, 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 party. They don't cook. They don't sit in their houses. I was thinking about that today. I said, every time I look up, people are telling me, why is you there at this place or at that place? And I always think to myself, why would you people never stay home? What is it that you don't like about your home? And then a lot of y'all be partying with your kids. All I'm going to say about Mr. Charleston White today is that, brother, man, some of us conscious brothers are very, very observant and watching how you use your snake tongue. Talking about what you do and all this bullshit. Show them prove, man. Show them prove that shit. Because all I ever see you do is on here talking shit, trying to start up shit. Now motherfuckers want to take your head off. What good is starting up shit to the point where you isolate yourself, young man? If you read the 48 Laws of Power, young man, you will understand that isolation ain't good, young man. And you think because you getting a few crumbs of viewership, you letting that shit get to your head, young man. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you as just as much as they don't give the fuck about Holly Weird. They don't give a fuck about you in Texas, boy. Yeah, I know Texas roll a certain way. I love the food, by the way. But once you start to isolate yourself, young man, motherfucker don't give a fuck about you. They'll turn around and say you done it to yourself. Trust me. Not about how many motherfuckers you got. Trust me. We seeing that right now with the young brothers that are going through the RICO situation. So if we're going to uplift our people, let's really talk real shit to our people. Let's not be playing the snake, man, and getting people over here hyped up and then getting people over here hyped up and you looking like a motherfucking leprechaun in the whole shit. That's what the fuck you look like to me. A little motherfucking leprechaun. A motherfucking informant. Laughing all the motherfucking time. They don't give a fuck about you, bruh. That's technology. That's all we're going to talk about right there regarding Mr. Charleston White. My name is M. SABA. Holla at your boy Dot. If there's any problems. All right. So next we're going to go ahead and move right along. We went ahead and talked about Steve Harvey, and we also went ahead and talked about Leprechaun Charleston White. I'm going to go ahead and take a brief 30-second commercial break. And then when I get back, we're going to talk about seeded fruit versus non-seeded fruit. We're also going to discuss King Richard, and then we're going to follow up with some news about Mike Tyson. This is Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show, and I'll see you in 30 seconds. All right? All right. Welcome back to the show, Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show, and I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M. SABA, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast Show. Welcome. And thank you if you're just now tuning in. All right, so listen. We're going to go ahead and talk about, man, seeded fruit versus non-seeded fruit. And we're not going to get too deep into this genetically modified fruit. But that's exactly what it is. And I just want our young people to hear it so that they can go ahead and start to look a little bit more into it. I know our youth are very smart, very intelligent people, and a lot of them are looking into what they're putting in their bodies. That's true. There's nothing really hidden about how to diet or how to feed ourselves in a healthy manner. But I wanted to say this, man, because when I was going to the stores, man, and I see the seeded grapes and all the different seeded fruits, man, it just really breaks my heart, man. It really does, man. It just, I be thinking to myself, man, because I know my grandmother, she loves fruit, man. You know what I'm saying? Family from Arkansas, Shaw, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And my grandmother loves fruit. Our whole family loves fruit. And when you see non-seeded shit, man, it just really just rubs you the wrong way, man. But I'll say this, because I did say earlier in the show that we're having a wonderful summer in these parts. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this, man, I'm so happy. I done invested y'all in about 6 watermelons. Not in one time, of course, but I done had 6 watermelons this summer, and they seeded. You know what I'm saying? What is the difference between seeded and non-seeded? Just that. Something that's seeded is original. You need a seed to birth anything. And then you have the non-seeded. The non-seeded, you get to thinking, well, damn, how did it get put here? Genetically modified. They use a terminator seed to kill all the other seeds in the ground. I told this to a brother one time, and the brother didn't believe it. About 5 to 10 years ago. He was thinking, how could they do that? They're gonna go out there to each individual seed. That's what he said, man. And this is Coffee Talk Podcast Saturday night, man. You know how we are, man. You getting us tonight. You ain't getting no bullshit. That's what he said. They're going on to each individual seed and destroy it. How could that possibly be? Man, you tell me. But anyway, man, go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know what's your thoughts on non-seeded fruit versus seeded fruit. Does it matter to you? Do you even care, or you just want some fruit? Go ahead and leave a comment, man. We respect all people's opinions here at Coffee Talk Podcast, and we're just having fun. You know what I'm saying? This is again our Saturday show. Typically, we come on during later on in the midday, closer to later at nights. We usually do a guest, or we do 10-question Q&A. We like to ask just crazy, just any type of questions, man. We like to have fun. Most importantly, we like to laugh here. You know what I'm saying? We like to laugh and be human. Please don't take nothing serious on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? You can get that on Mondays, you know what I'm saying, and even Wednesdays. But yeah, this is Coffee Talk Podcast, and I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M. SABA, and it's our Cultural Variety Podcast. All right. So moving right along. Have y'all saw the show King Richard? I'm sorry, it's not even a show, it's a movie. The movie King Richard. It stars Will Smith. Will Smith is playing the father of Venus and Serena Williams. That's right. He's playing the father of Venus and Serena Williams. And man, I just want to say, first of all, damn good movie. And they don't like to give credit to our movies straight up and down. They don't like to give credit to our movies. But I would say that was movie of the year, man. Now I know he won an Oscar that night, but I know it feels like it was tainted in the fact of there was more media coverage on what happened between him and Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? But definitely awesome movie. I apologize because I don't know who directed it. But Will Smith, you are an awesome actor. I mean, you always have been. And I don't want to take that away from you, man, young man. What you did when you smacked Chris Rock live at the Oscars, Chris has to deal with that, and Chris has to come to a time where he may want to forgive or may not. That's between you two. Me, I'm not here to be a judge of that. I do consider that was wrong, but at the same time, I'm not going to stop and start hating Will Smith because of his actions. You know what I'm saying? I really support both brothers, and that's what we do here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Is we want to always stay on the positive end of the story. And so, and we love our people, man. That's just how we get down, you know. But the movie, King Richard, man, it was a great movie. There's a lot of jewels that was dropped in it. Yes, it's about King Richard, who is Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena Williams, and how he raises, I want to say 5 daughters. He had a lot of kids, y'all. But how he raised his kids in the city of Compton, California, man. And of course, the ignorant gangbang situation, they would bother him at the beginning, coming into certain areas to work his daughters with at the tennis court. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be in certain areas, so they would bother him a little bit. But they got used to the brother because he's one of theirs. You know, and they actually inspired those young, beautiful girls of Venus and Serena, man. The whole community did. And this brother, man, he had a vision. He said that he would one day have the greatest female tennis players ever. And he wasn't lying, man. I remember, y'all, going back, let's go back, what, 20 years, at least 18 years, 2004 or whatever, 16 years, 17 years. Let's go back, man. I remember how Venus was dominating the game of tennis. Skinny girl, man. But she was very dominant because when she would hit back to the person and the person's returning that hit, she would run up on the ball as it's approaching, and she would always hit that. And in the movie, it shows that. It shows how King Richard was showing his daughters in the rain. It was an episode of In the Rain where he was hitting a tennis ball to them, and he was telling them to hit that tennis ball back without it touching the ground. And that's how they learned that defense in the game of tennis. Also, he just really believed, man, and he really manifested it, man. And it's just a good movie. It's something that you definitely would get something out of. I would recommend that you and your family watch it, man, because the kids love it too, man. It's a very great movie. Will Smith, you did a wonderful job. We definitely salute you here at Coffee Talk Podcast, man. Let's let time heal. You know what I'm saying? Let time heal. And then you and Chris Rock, man, y'all fix that, man, because y'all brothers. And that's what we got to do, man. That's what we got to do. You know, sometimes we make mistakes, you know. Sometimes we make mistakes, but a real man accepts what he's accountable for, man. You know what I'm saying? He looks in the mirror. He said he accepts his accountability, and he makes amends for the things that he might have put someone else through, man. So yeah, big shout out to Will Smith, man. And you know what? We're gonna support you, man. We're gonna support you regardless of if the Oscars gonna have you in the building or not. You know what I'm saying? We rock with our own here at Coffee Talk Podcast. All right, so the last segment of the show, thank you for being here. But the last segment of the show is Mike Tyson, man. I'm a little worried about the champ. I'm really worried about the champ right now. Why do I say that? Because allegedly, there was a report this past few days, man, where Mike Tyson has stated that he believes his end is near. And when I heard it, man, it brought chills to me, man, because one, I love him. We all love Mike Tyson. And two, it made me think of the great Tupac Shakur Machiavelli, man, and how Machiavelli used to always talk about his death. You know what I'm saying? He used to always rap them death songs towards the end, man. And unfortunately, we lost one of the greatest rappers of all time, you know, in Las Vegas. I forgot what night it was, but it was in 1996, man, at the age of 25. So when I hear Mike Tyson say that he thinks he believes the end is near, man, you know, I get to thinking, bro. I get to thinking like, damn, did he sell his soul? And now his time is up and they coming to get him? What makes a man go ahead and just say that unless he knows for that to be fact? Because you know, your one of your gifts is intuition. May this not come true is the energy that I'm putting in the air right now, because we really need a Mike Tyson in this world. He's a necessary. What is your thoughts on it, man? Do you think you know, Tyson is going through a depression, man? He has openly admitted that he gets depressed. All people do. But definitely go ahead and leave a comment, man, on what's your thoughts of Mike Tyson, man. Mike Tyson talking about he thinks um, the end is near for him, you know. But other than that, man, this is Coffee Talk Podcast, man, and I really would like to thank all of y'all for continuing to support our show. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. This show is here for you, man. We giving you it raw and uncut. We are the new media. You know what I'm saying? No longer we dealing with that old media that sends y'all and distracts y'all and plays bullshit on y'all. Man, this is Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast Show, and I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA. And I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna hit you with their universal peace sign. We out of here, man. Until next Monday. Yes. And before I go, I just want to say this. I'm getting ready to go. Monday, tune in to Cultural Studies Night. We're going to be discussing the Scholars' War on Blacks. That's right. It's a small little chapter, probably like a page or two, but it's called The Scholars' War on Blacks. It's out of the book, The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. So definitely tune in Monday night. You will get the time, and usually around 6:30. And I'll see y'all then, man. Again, thank you for supporting the show, Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show.